Okay, let's go on to our last trailer for today.
Yes.
Currently on YouTube, it is number 19 on trending. Baz Luhrmann's Elvis. They excuse me. They shot. I'm drinking too much alcohol. Sorry, guys. They shot this up in Queensland, down under. I could be wrong, but I believe this is the film that gave Tom Hanks COVID-19.
Yeah. he got it from the set of this film, I think.
Yeah, I've promised my mum and dad I'd go see this with them. They recently just went to an Elvis museum in Mount Druitt.
That is so random.
Druitt.
I didn't even know that was there.
Mount Druitt has a Elvis museum.
Oh yeah, bro.
Like a
pop-up
or a
king,
permanent situation.
Apparently it's been there for a long time.
What a random place to put a Elvis
memorabilia
museum.
Everywhere. I know, you think maybe
place.
the city? Nah, let's put it far out in Western Sydney where people don't hang out. But yeah, good for Mount Druitt for having something not to do with
crime.
I was going to say not to do with drugs, but Elvis died from drugs, so there you go.
Oh my god!
What do you guys think of this trailer? You excited? You keen?
Yeah.
You can go first, Jesse. I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, it looked really good. Like Austin Butler looks like he's nailed the voice and mannerisms of Elvis. Looked very Baz Luhrmann-y, glitz, glamour, stylish. You know what Baz Luhrmann's always renowned for. It was great to see Tom Hanks in there. He looks like he's playing someone different than Tom Hanks, like not using the Tom Hanks voice. And yeah, it looked actually really, really good. So I'm very interested, and I'm very shocked by how American they've made it, considering it was all shot in Queensland. It looks so American, like all the locations and stuff.
Excellent point,
dude. They're getting good at it, but keep in mind a lot of the stuff does look like it's indoors, so it's not that.
Oh, there's some outside exterior shots look amazing. Unless they just film those in America.
They're getting good at that shit.
Yeah.
They're getting good at that shit, man. They really are. You mentioned Tom Hanks's accent. Does anyone know what the fuck is going on with that accent? Because that's a weird accent. What nationality is that? Do you know?
American.
Does anyone know?
He's like a Southern American.
Really?
Yeah. So the colonel was Elvis's manager, who basically also became Elvis was like his slave essentially, and
right.
He's American.
I did not realize. What do you reckon of this, 80?
Actually, hang on 1 second. Let me just quickly go back on that fact. I know he wasn't born in the States, but I think his accent is a combo of like Louisiana.
I thought it was like European or something. Okay.
Yeah, it's like that Southern Louisiana style accent with like a European influence. You are correct there.
Okay.
That's why it's weird. But
it took me off guard. That's not what I expected to hear from Tom Hanks. You know?
Yeah. It's really refreshing to hear him do something so different after such a long time. I mean, he's iconic for his voice anyway, and who doesn't love Tom Hanks's voice? But I'm very, very keen to see him play someone so evil. The colonel ruined his life and is basically responsible for all of his depression, drugs, and substance abuse. He banned him from ever leaving the United States, which is why Elvis loved Hawaii so much, because it was basically the furthest away he was ever allowed to travel. And yes, I think this movie's going to make me cry. It's going to make me want to reach out and give him the biggest hug ever. But I think the cast is going to do a phenomenal job, and I love Baz Luhrmann. This really gives me that Moulin Rouge, Romeo and Juliet feeling.
Yeah.
So if it's going to feel like another part to that trilogy now, I'm so excited. Cannot wait.
It does have that vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to when I was a kid, like my mum was obsessed with Elvis. She always say something like, they used to call him Elvis the pelvis because he's always shaking his leg and stuff and thrusting his hips. And I was always kind of like, yeah, whatever. I didn't see it. Like I listen to rock music, everyone's doing backflips and stuff. Like when I see this trailer, like I get it. Like, you know what? I'm not even ashamed to say it. This dude is so fuckable. Like this is a sexy trailer. Like the way he's moving and everyone's got their hands all over him. Like I get the appeal now. Like, but when I think of Elvis, I think of late stage Elvis, where like or the people who impersonate Elvis. I always feel like that these like guys are kind of a bit overweight, kind of a bit out of shape. But this is like a young, sexy Elvis, and I'm digging it, man. I'm actually. It looks exciting too.
One day, just watch Jailhouse Rock, and you will question, yourself highly. Okay. He is so beautiful. I grew up watching Elvis movies because, similarly, my mum, whose mum was not obsessed with Elvis. I mean, crazy, but oh man, I'm very excited. I think Austin Butler is going to be amazing. He's really, really talented, and this is gonna. I'm not going to be surprised if they get Oscar nods for this either.
Yeah, look, Baz Luhrmann is a director who, he's one of them guys, so